Hello everybody and welcome back to Middle-earth. This is Count MRVHS with episode 29, I think, of our 4th Age Total War Dwarves campaign, and we are attacking this army of Rhun just across the border. We are within range of the siege ballistas, and here we will see a little demonstration of how these are so much better on the attack than on the defense. Because on the attack, the army will stand there when you're attacking, and you can typically do a lot more damage over time. So we'll just sit back and do this. I don't want to get my other troops into range because that will tend to make these guys all move out if I were to start plinking them with my Wayne bows, for example. So we'll just keep this bombardment up for a while, and either they're going to decide to retreat after a certain point, or we'll be able to move in. Let's speed this up. Usually the Wayne bows are, the siege ballistas are going to aim at the nearest unit, and that's what they did there. But the collateral damage, is also pretty considerable. So they seem to be aiming at this Axemen unit, but as you can see, they're hitting all sorts of things around them. And we're down to about half ammunition, so let's switch targets here. Oop. So are they retreating now, or just regrouping? Well, the Wayne bows are hitting them, so I think I'm going to move them forward. It looks like they may be heading off the field. Nope, they're coming back. Okay. Well, that's smart of them. They are trying to flank, or at least distance themselves from the punishment. Okay. Run these guys in where they will be hit by the cav, but that's much better than the Waynes getting hit by the cav. That's right. Am I still targeting a particular unit? I guess I am. If we're going to target a unit, let's target their general. So now they may be leaving. So we'll just get the Waynes close enough to damage these units. Again, this is the problem with the Dwarves. You can beat your enemy in the field, but you can't catch them. So even if it's a defensive battle, a lot of them are going to get away.
Army runs. Now hunt them down.
All right. Well, that was good. We only lost 7 soldiers. Very good. But a lot of them survived, so they're probably going to head back to Fennis Rim. Or maybe Raycost. I think that's the province we're actually in. Yeah. So let's see if they actually make it into the city or just outside. I guess. Okay, okay, great. Okay. All right. So this is what we do. We're going to get right here, and we're going to attack them, And this army is going to reinforce, and they're going to feel very good about reinforcing because they're going to outnumber us significantly. And I would rather fight them in the field, I think. Well, maybe this is a bad idea. But I think this will allow us to get the settlement. Well, actually it won't, because there's no way we can kill all of them, but it'll at least help. Okay. So here's the remnants of that army we just fought. And Worgan of the Tribe of the Great Spear. Oh, this is cool. Again, making me want to be playing Rhun right now. So this is the king, the ruler. Great portrait here. Joar was the team member who did all these portraits for us. Great stuff. And he's got a very typical army, except that they've got some higher tier cav, and some more spears than what we've been used to seeing. Actually, this is a more balanced army overall, with some archers, skirmishers, spears, axes, and variety of cav. This is another reason why we want to get down to Khand and, if nothing else, get some mercenaries, because you can get horse archer mercenaries down there, as well as some very expensive armored horse archer mercenaries. Okay. Something like that, I guess. Now we're attacking, and that's actually kind of a problem because this is more wooded than I had expected. The city, where is that? Okay, it's over there. I can just barely see the walls. So that means the reinforcements are going to be coming from right about here, which is good. So what I want to do is actually ignore the main army that we're attacking and instead get up on this hill and attack that army. If we can get right about here, we can hit them. Now, the problem with woods is that we've got these siege engines, and we can't actually get in there. Okay, these guys are going to be coming from around the back. Not too worried about that, really. Alright, here they come. Very good. Oh, don't hit them. Let's take you guys off fire at will here. Fine, we'll pull the cav out. This is obviously a spearman unit, but they're routing. Let's get the dwarves of the Iron Hills here, because this is going to be annoying. But they are wavering. So, okay, they're probably going to rout. We do have this other unit to worry about, potentially. Alright, very good. You guys can head back over here. Cav go? All right. Okay, so the general is way over there. Where is he? Oh, he's in the woods here. Okay. Well, let's put you on fire at will now. We've actually chosen a pretty decent time to attack.
The warlord of the enemy army is running like a startled goat. Hunt him. Goats make good eating.
There's my general unit. Actually, let's charge him in there. These shield breakers are winning easily. As soon as we can end them, that'll be very good. Yeah, having a bit of trouble with the angle of fire here. Okay. Okay. I think I have to throw these guys in to slow them down. And get the axe throwers in there. I don't want them to stand and fight, because I would like to have some cav left. They're gonna actually let us catch him? Well, they're gonna let us catch somebody, so that's good at least. Oh no. Shoot. Where are you guys going? Oh, they just switched cav units.
From the field like frightened goats. Hunt them down and slay them all.
Okay, so that's the end of that Easterling warband. So these guys over here. Let's hit those spearmen. The Chieftain's Guard is going to be throwing javelins at us or skirmishing away. So that's fine, we'll just stand there. Alright, the wains are caught. We may be losing these wain bows, sadly. Hitting the slingers. The cav is gone. And they're now attacking the siege ballistas, but I think they'll be able to hold out. Chieftain Guard is just standing here waiting. Let's get those axemen. We don't really have any way to corner these guys, so it'll be up to them to decide the course of this battle, unfortunately. Okay, the warband are over there. Almost came in. There they go. Just gonna get the very eggs in there, I guess. And these axemen can go and try to protect our slingers somewhat. And I think that's everybody committed now. We do have a unit axeman that just finished up, so we'll send them against those spearmen. I mean, we're going to be fine. Where are the Doors of the Iron Hills? Right here. Take them off guard mode, and same thing over here. I'm losing heavily. Where is he? Oh, right here. I expect him to fall pretty soon. Nope. Oh, no. Oh, maybe we can shoot him down. Who knows? There we go. Wainbow. Yes. One guy left. Good shot. Okay, and I think that's all their cav. Where'd the other heavy cav go? I guess they must have been the ones killing our wains and things like that. Alright. Yeah, sure. Keep chasing them. At least the slingers can. The axe throwers can go here. And we'll just chase down what we can catch in terms of their archers. And actually, we can use the Wainbows to pressure them as well. Okay, they do have some axemen. Let's get them. Skirmishers are routing. That's very good. If we can catch these guys, I think we've got them. And have we killed enough? 80%. Okay, does it have to be 85, or is 80 enough? So, I killed... Well, I only killed one of the commanders, though. That's the problem. So we're not going to get the city, or we're not going to be able to just waltz into the city, because one of the commanders is alive, and I'm not sure that we killed enough of the enemy to get the city, unfortunately. But this is... we're very close. Let's send them over here. All right, up to 82, 83. All right, so we might get to 85%. The only question I have is we've got one captain who got away here. This is the main army, the army that we actually attacked, that was outside the city. So if that captain lives, I wonder if, because he's not a named character, I wonder if we will be able to get the city. Like, his army will completely melt away. Or if, because he's a captain, he will yeah, let's do it. He will retreat to the city. I'm not sure how that's going to work. Alright, so we just want to make sure we're chasing the ones that we have a hope of catching. And the very Ags are going to help us run down these Easterling archers. And the Dwarves are keeping up, actually, pretty well. Probably because of their stamina. They're winded, whereas these guys are very tired. Yeah, we're actually doing a good job running these guys down. Better than I would have thought. Wouldn't it be nice to just waltz into Raycost here? So at this point, we've killed 93%. And the only question I have is that captain that we didn't get. We killed a family member, but we didn't kill the captain. So is that going to matter? Well, this is a heroic victory anyway. We did very well. About 50 losses in total. And we killed 1,700 of them. That's almost... I mean, that is almost all of them. That was really, really well done. Usually when you're attacking an army with the city's garrison showing up as reinforcements, they're a lot less likely to fight. They will kind of retreat or just withdraw. But I'm pleased that didn't happen this time. Now let's see what's going to be left. Ah, that's so annoying. Okay, but you know what we can do? Can we take it? Yeah. Okay, so the question is, do we? Do we assault and take the city? Given the unrest penalties. And I say, yeah, let's do it. Let's hope that this doesn't go too badly. Great, we lost only 4 dwarves. I just figured auto-calc would make sense there. We are going to lay desolate, absolutely. Alright, still at 70% population there, 70 here. Oh, this is much better than I thought. Very nice, very nice. Okay, now because we auto-resolved that assault, usually you end up destroying a lot more in the auto-calc than if you just take it yourself. But that's fine, we got a ton of money. So let's just destroy some of these things. I do want to keep the Homeland Dominion intact, because otherwise our faction-wide public order is going to fall. And we'll keep all these other things. And we can't recruit anything just yet. No scouts or rogues here. I wonder why. I would think that we would be able to, given that we do have... Oh, it's a healer and a hall of drinking. Okay, so I guess there's not really a high enough level market. They went with a military policy here. That's odd. Well, I guess the AI is going to do what it's going to do, but this is, in my opinion, this is a great one for financial. Of course, as dwarves, we don't need to make those kinds of choices. So let's actually send this guy up here. Now we do share another border with North Rhun, and Rhun, I can just barely tell that they do own the next province up. That is Thordram, I think. So we'll send him up here. Or actually, it might be good to keep him down around here. We'll have another scout here, just so we can make sure no one is planning on attacking us. So yes, we have Raycost. We are only 8 provinces away from victory. We've got everything we need. We just need 8 more provinces. So here's going to be number 1. Eventually 2 here. What else is on the menu? Well, we'll see. Like I said, I might want to head down to Khand and Harad to grab the last couple of settlements. So that might be a fun diversion. We are going to take some in the valley as well. And we can't attack this army just yet. Let's see, we're flush with cash. Is there anything that I've been wanting to spend money on, but have not felt like I can afford it, and I guess not yet. Maybe Dwarves we can do some more training. Because it would be nice if these elves would ever leave, for us to just march down through here and take Andlang from this side. And you know, one thing I am thinking about is starting up a war with the elves, potentially to take this for myself, just so I don't have to worry about that. I don't know, though. Taking Lorien feels kind of strange as the dwarves. So yeah, let's go with another unit of axe throwers, and that's going to pretty much be it for the population. Looks like the plague is gone. Like we last turn saw all these guys succumb. Well, they didn't succumb to the plague, but they lived through it. Let's get a unit of shield breakers here, and that's going to clean out the population. Very sad. And we've got archers here that we can train out of Loon. That's very nice. Otherwise, we're just holding out. Geez, where is the next building? The next... I think everything that was building a provincial control type of building, like fiefdom, dominion, or whatever, I think everything that was building those is done. So what we're going to have to do is, yeah, because this is done here, so we're going to have to, you know, start destroying some of these others to build up. And the problem is Tham is too low in terms of public order for us to do that. So we'll have to get more troops in there, which means building these hireling buildings. So let's go ahead and end the turn. And we're going to say no to that, as usual. Okay, here come the Dunlendings again. I would like to have more training, but we don't have, it'll take 3 more turns, so they're going to besiege us before that happens. We do only 1 more season, so we're not even going to get the blunderbuss over here. That's such a shame. There may be some mercenaries now, though. Yes, indeed. So we'll grab one of these guys, and he can go back in. Alright, so we recruited in Hollowbull, Dwarves, and Tham. And done a lot of building. Dwarves, though, doesn't really have that much. I was hoping for a lot more in terms of units. Again, we're allied with Tharbad, and we do have military access, so what we could do is send some of these guys down here to Dunkriok, but you know, I'd like to send more than like 3 or 4 guys, and the population is going to have to get up there a bit before we can train more. But these guys, this is a bit more promising. So, okay, he's the governor. I can tell by the gray beard that he's getting old, although he says it's youthful, but I don't believe it. And this guy's an expert governor, so like I'm kind of tempted to leave him here, but they're more needed out in the field, because honestly we've built everything we really want to build in Hollowbull. So it might be time to take all of these guys out and send them to the aid of our dwarves down in Dunland. We'll send them around here. Pick up maybe more mercenaries along the way. Maybe pick up those Cav mercenaries as we get closer to our goal. And hopefully this guy won't die in the next turn or two. We can get the population up and train a unit of archers or something so that when he does die, we will have a garrison there. And then we'll be able to, as these guys get closer, join our Moria troops with it, and that may be enough. Now, the other important thing we were looking at was this part of the world. Let's get the scout out here. I don't want to get ambushed. Okay, Oldford. I mean, can we get here this turn? Oh no! Okay, well, for some reason we were not ambushed. Do I want to attack them? Let's see, they've only got one archer unit. The rest is not too bad except for these Bjorning Axemen, so let's do it. They are going to have the advantage of the forested terrain. I want to wait for the snow to end. Alright, yeah, so the other thing is that this is not going to help us, because we are stuck in the woods. Although I guess we could get over here, but I'm not sure that we would be able to send them through these trees, even though those are a lot thinner. Maybe the best we could do is set them here. Yeah, that could work, actually. Yeah. Alright, so let's just get all the dwarves together. What does that look like? Archers up front. Don't have that many axe throwers. Bows, blunderbusses, mercenary bowmen. Alright, this looks pretty decent. I'm happy to go with that. Where are they? Of course, they're going to be up the top of the hill. That's fine. We'll just march them over here. Are they withdrawing? They may. Yeah, they're withdrawing. Okay, fair enough. This would have been a slightly annoying battle to fight anyway. And they're probably going to go back to Old Ford to beef up the garrison there, but I think I could take it. Okay. So let's see where they go. Yes, right back to Old Ford. And that is a full garrison now with 3 Bjorning Axemen units. And then they've got a family member, which is, of course, a Bjorning Guard. So these are all pretty strong. They've got 2 units of archers for the walls. 3, actually. Not much cav. Right, what if I just stand there? Then they'll have to attack me. Let's try that. I don't particularly want to assault. I mean, I know that I could. But I'd kind of rather see what they do. If they attack me at the ford, that would be kind of fun. Alright, anything else we can do around here? That's a no. Edendale, however, does have some building options. This is going to be just a basic hireling province with just spears, the bowmen of Aridor, of course, and hireling guards. If we want bowmen out of here, we're going to have to go with vaults. Might not be a terrible idea for a little bit of extra income. Okay, Rakos, though, is looking very, very happy, but here is the problem. They're going to get here in 1 turn. Okay, so this is the flaw in our bold plan, that they will be able to constantly trouble us here, and we've got no reinforcements yet. And I'm only one turn away from being able to train hireling spears here. That's so frustrating. But they can besiege it. This will be completed, but then they'll besiege it, so I won't be able to use it. And I may lose this anyway. So one thing I'm thinking about here is potentially moving my capital. Let's see what this might look like. We are going to make 9,000. If I move the capital to Narragansett, we're now only going to make 4,000. That's still, you know, not very good. Although it's 40%. Let's put the very... Actually, no. Let's put... X-Throwers gets up to 50. Variags is going to get it. Still at 50. 60. Alright, what if we just do this? We're not losing that much money, but can we hold our other settlements? Yeah, that's a problem. Okay, so that's not going to work. This is probably not going to be much better. Yeah, because I really want Tardal. Shoot. What about Erebor? Any better? Orders. 10. Well, okay, so I think what we're going to have to do now is abandon Raycoast, unfortunately. We'll put our capital back at Dwarven, because I think that is the best spot for it. And we just need to get more troops over here, so why don't I go ahead and destroy this? I'll come back and get it later. So they won't be able to take this in one turn. We'll be able to hit them and hopefully get it back. Be nice if there were some mercenaries to get replenished, but it doesn't look like we'll be so lucky. We might consider holding this. Now it's down to 65%, but I'm not too worried because it's going to be under siege. We'll be right back. Yeah, we might be able to hold it off with the dwarves that are here, but it's best to be safe. I really don't want to lose them. And at least we've trashed Raycost. That is going to hurt them. We do have troops up here, and around here we're starting to get, you know, population somewhat. We can't train out of Erebor because Dale is just blocking us. Very frustrating. But I am thinking about doing some more training in these places so that we can start to get some reinforcements down there. So let's go with Dwarves of the Iron Hills and some of the very high level elites. And we'll see what the next turn brings. Now, betrothed is Rhun. Let's see if we can find where that lovely lady is. Okay, so she is the daughter of Dwalin in Baraz Doom. Okay, that might be worth it. He's not good. He's inept and everything, but he's at least young, and energetic and a skilled fighter, and we want another general. So that's in Barrows Doom, that's in the Iron Hills. We'll send him with all these troops and whatever we can recruit in the north of our land. And he can go down to reinforce Rhun. We'll send him right down here, all the way through Rhun's territory, and maybe pick up some mercenaries if there are. Okay, Tham has finished the waypost finally. But actually, we're not under siege there, are we? No, we are. Okay. And he is an attuned governor. Okay, fine. Not very good, but I think he will grow into his role. So Dunkriok and Tham are both besieged. So, can we train anything else here yet? Let's retrain this guy. All right, we just can't train anything out of Orodengrin. And Gundu Thorn, let's do one more. Dwarven Axe Throwers, and then we'll send them east. They'll meet up with this force, and we can send all of them, maybe down through here, but I'm kind of thinking about sending them around this way. They'll have to fight this army of Rhun, but I think that'll be okay. Okay. So, right, we're just going to lose this. Rhun may take it back. I'm not sure how that will work. But they're not going to take this. We are going to get right down here and see what this is. So this is their new High Chieftain. We killed their last ruler, and this is probably the army from Erebos. Yeah, the garrison's completely emptied here now. So we could take this. I don't particularly want Erebos because Rovanian's right here, and that'll just give them another place to conquer. As you can tell, they are threatening to head into Narreg-Zagil anyway. And there's not a lot I can train, unfortunately, here. I won't be able to train an actual Dwarven unit for several turns. But I think we can hold them off with this. These guys are pretty decent, actually. So this is an interesting army. It's got some wains, war wains. I don't know if we've fought them yet. But it does have, you know, the usual Rhun stuff as well. And this is their ruler. So if we could beat this, then they'll have this army, which is not too bad. We don't know what they have up here. But we do know that their forces in the south are pretty weak. This is all they have in the south. So 1, 2, 3, 4. They do have this. There's not much there. 5 and 6, and then maybe they have one more settlement up here. So maybe 7. All right. So these, this is kind of like the last gasp of Rhun, I would say. And over here, a lot of cav coming towards us, and that's fine. In a settlement battle where they're not going to be surrounding us in the open and just firing those horrible javelins at us, I think we stand much better odds. We had a couple full units of blunderbusses in here, 3 family members, some the ranged Dunlending mercenaries with javelins of their own, very small unit of archers, and a few other assorted dwarves, plus some hirelings. So I think we'll be okay here. And then we can get these guys to join them in the following turn. Before we start that fight, though, may as well send these guys over. And down here, we're just going to wait a little bit for that army to get closer to Tharbad, and we'll send these guys down to reinforce, and maybe by then we'll have enough population to train another unit. Over here, the Bjornings did not fall for our invitation to attack us. So the question now is, do we want to go for Old Ford or head down to Andlang, which is probably less well defended, although there's lots of forest between here and there. The problem is that Andlang is not going to be nearly as useful of a settlement in terms of us holding it. They don't even have walls yet. It's probably extremely low population. It's not going to be wealthy. So it's not going to do us a lot, except maybe allowing us to communicate with the Dwerodelf more easily. But the problem here is always going to be the elves. They're going to be standing in the trees along the ford or just right here blocking us. So that's not super essential. Old Ford is probably what we ought to do next, but it is going to be a potentially tricky assault. But let's do it. And I think we're probably going to save this for the next episode. We've got a couple of big fights coming. One for Old Ford, and the next one for Tham. And then if we can get these under our belts, we're going to be in a very good position, hopefully, for the long run. We're getting close to endgame here for the Dwarves. Very excited about that. So I hope you'll join me in the next one. Thank you very much for watching. Bye-bye, everybody.